Phosphor Dot fans, we're back on the Atari 2600 trying out a game of Boing. Now, this game was released in 1983 by First Star Software, which was better known for doing games on the Atari home computers. This was First Star's first and only entry on the 2600. But at the time, of course, it was considered a good idea to release something for the 2600 because it seemed like it had the most market penetration of any of the available consoles. And, of course, as you can probably tell just by looking at it, this is basically a riff on Q Bert, and it's trying very hard to be a copyright-proof riff on Q Bert. So you are a bubble. You're trying to avoid the pin, that little vertical rectangle, but you're also trying to avoid the bubble eater, who is the other fellow on the map, who originates from that lower right-hand corner. So, since the pin always starts at the top and works its way down, and since the bubble eater always starts in that lower right-hand corner, the top couple of rows and that lower right-hand corner are the most dangerous places on the screen, so it's a good idea to clear those as quickly as possible. Let me see if I can demonstrate that and not just talk about it. Now, if you can kind of use yourself as the bait to lure the bubble eater into position to be popped by the pin itself, it will suffer a presumably horrible fate. That is, it will be popped by the pin, like that, and you won't be. Don't collide with the bubble eater, otherwise it is your mortal enemy. It's trouble if you're a bubble. And it's basically, its function in this game is to be, it's the analog of coily for the purposes of Boing. And sometimes, oh, it's really hard to avoid. Okay, much like Q Bert, I think we are now at a stage where different game mechanics come into play, such as you have to clear... You can move around the board all you like, but you can only clear things in a straight line. It's not an ideal survival situation. In fact, that was my last life, and it's now in demo mode. See, there's a demonstration of what level 3 would have been like, which would have been a lot harder. Let's give it another shot. So melodious. That was close. I forget if Boing was also produced for the Atari computers or not. Or if it was something dreamed up solely for the 2600. Whoops. Oh, good on you. I'm surprised that worked. So there you have it. I think you've got a pretty good picture of what Boing was like in the 2600. I will give it this, because Boing keeps things simple, it avoids the graphic problems that Q Bert ran into on the 2600 trying to look like Q Bert. Boing is studiously trying not to look like Q Bert, if only to foil the legal team. So it is... I'm not going to say it's a better looking game, but it doesn't have the weird shading thing that was going on with the cubes in Q Bert. So it does have that going for it. Other than that, you can tell exactly what the assignment was, and the game did a pretty good job of meeting that.